Good morning. How are you? I love Mondays. Mondays, I can get back down to work. All right. And what I'm noticing, I've gotten in over at Gab. And at Gab, I'm not having any problems. I'm just being grandma. And I get lots of likes at Gab, at Twitter. Okay. My Facebook friends are faithful. And so it's very puzzling to me that YouTube finds it necessary to deplatform a person who's not attacking anybody personally. All right. And so this week is going to be very interesting, to say the least. The July 4th quote celebration is going to bring forth some events that are going to cause us to look up. On July 4th, my radio presentation with Guy Tao from Jerusalem, Israel, will be uploaded. And we're going to be talking about the concept and the reality of Zion, and the concept and the reality of holy laws of the land versus maritime admiralty laws of the sea, which include canon laws that claim they own souls. There's no church that owns souls. No way. No hierarchy owns a single soul. No group of affiliated predators can claim they own anything, because owning belongs to eternity. Owning is a temporary aberration on the field of experience. All right. The more we feel we own, the more we are possessed by it. Isn't that the truth? Okay. And you know, and I know that closet in the back room that's full of all that stuff, okay, that you've been collecting for 20 or 30 years. You know, that's a boat anchor. You have to pay storage on that stuff every month when you pay your rent. You're paying for storage of extra stuff. And so this is a time in human history when we need to slough off as much extra stuff as possible and prepare for the events that the Illuminati is creating in our faces to convince us that they're the ones who need to dominate this world with their practices. The practices of the Illuminati, okay, are culling inferior races, killing, wars for profit, all right, human trafficking, drug trafficking, armaments trafficking, body parts marketing, child sex trafficking. All those to the Illuminati and to the empire's belief in itself are just business. Usury is just business, okay? Foreclosures that cripple working families are just business in banking, all right? Venture capital that raises a little bit of money for someone with a good idea so they can squeeze lots of money out of the marketing of that idea. It's just business, okay? When I had my provisional patent on my analog language system 25 years ago, and by the way, that particular provisional patent is way obsolete, okay? The work has gone way beyond where that was, all right? We paid a venture capitalist company $15,000 to take us to our first step. And I forget the name of the first step. It was a great big book to present it to the stock market. And $15,000 just went down the tubes because they never placed us with experts in the field that we were entering so we could show them and ask them how this idea might best be applied at that particular time. We were looking for an application, and the VCs were very quick to accuse us of not having the correct application, but they wouldn't facilitate our finding one. They just took our money. All right. And I've had another couple of nudges by venture capitalists in the last couple of months, and I'm just saying, I would rather go to my grave with this invention than allow the current venture capitalist marketplace to do what they did 25 years ago, do it to me again. No, 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 no. All right. And so we know that finance and capital raising has become a business for predators and judges who get bribes in order to let certain things go untried and other things, okay, the judiciary has become corrupted. And Congress, which has taken 4 months to create any kind of a bill to relieve the situation down at the southern border, is corrupted. In fact, there are members of Congress now who, on $170,000 a year salary, have become multi-millionaires. I wonder how that happened. So the political process has been corrupted. And this happens periodically when the Illuminati and the Masonic orders get the bee in their bonnet that it's time for another reset. Okay, we have a reset and Armageddon every once in a while. If you look at the number of cities that are underwater, the number of the former communities that are under mud, the number of stone technologies that have been left abandoned, the number of castles and fortresses that are standing empty and half in ruins, when you follow the reset mud floods and the new earth archaeology, which show the ruins literally all over the earth, you realize that human society has not developed the way they tell us it has. That previous incarnations of societies had way more technologies than we even do yet. Okay. All right. This is all part of the game. Okay. We're being gamed by predatory classes in order to profit them, to amuse them, and to live out a very limited existence in the class of the masses. And anybody with a brain who realizes we're in a Truman Show, it's very easy to start feeling bitter and angry and all of that. But what I try to focus on is where I can find the good and propagate the good in the midst of the rest of it. All right. I have children to nurture, even though they're in their 30s, 40s, and 50s. Okay. And I have friends online in the various social media that I've cultivated relationships with. I mean, at Facebook, I've been there 10 years. I know people there for 10 years. And I have pages there with several hundred subscribers that I've been taking care of for 10 years. And maybe that's why they haven't thrown me out yet, because I have at this point somewhere around 10 gigabytes of content that I've contributed to Facebook. And 99% of it is very positive and hopefully helpful. And that's what we have to try to do in the midst of all the angst and the anger and the corruption, is find what good we can find and propagate that. That's my idea for Monday morning. So I'm not going to be doing the interview with Alex at the Czech Republic. They're having stormy weather and the internet connection is unreliable right now. So I'm going to go back to work on the patent work on the analog language system. And I'll see you guys in a day or two. And it's good to be alive and to be able to still make a difference in the world. And let's all just agree on that. How about that for an idea for the week? Good Monday. Bye-bye.